In order to get in the money, you're going to need to file VA claims that pay. And here's a few of them. Look at this thing. It starts off with 40%. Then you have a 20. You have a 50. Another 20. Another 20. 3 that are not service connected. And then it finishes with a 30 with GERD. For each one of these things as we're going through, the spine, 40% for the spine, that's the anchor point. And then you file a claim for right lower extremity sciatic nerve, 20%. This is very specific because he also has a rating for right lower extremity femoral nerve. So if you just say right lower extremity, they might combine the two, not pull them apart properly or whatever. It's important to have an actual diagnosis. Right lower extremity radiculopathy in the femoral nerve, that's the diagnosis. This is secondary to the 40% rating for the back. That's the nexus. And then the severity of the symptoms are where the rating comes from. If we keep looking at this, you'll see it again, but this time instead of the femoral nerve, it's the sciatic nerve. That is 20% radiculopathy ratings, 20% femoral nerve, sciatic nerve. And it's like that on the right side, and then it's also like that on the left side. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80% in just radiculopathy secondary to the back. Another good one here is adjustment disorder with mixed anxiety and depressed mood. This is a mental health claim. When they say adjustment disorder, this is usually something that came straight off of active duty. If you're doing this as a secondary now and you're getting your first mental health diagnosis, you're probably going to want to get something like major depressive disorder. But, mixed anxiety, depressed mood. At the end of the day, it's all lumped into one rating. That's why he got 50%. It's not clear. He would have had 70% for this. Symptoms were a little low here. So that's another good secondary. So add on another 50% to the mix. Now you can see the medical evidence wasn't very straight with the radiculopathy in the right upper extremity and left upper extremity. Not service connected, that means denied. Your diagnosis or your nexus, or both. Didn't exist or weren't convincing enough. Down at the bottom here, we have gastroesophageal reflux disease. Good old GERD at 30%. So another good secondary. When you have your back like this, you're going to be taking probably, some of these dates on here, 2011, 2017, they were still handing out Norco like candies back in those days. So that, the NSAIDs, the Motrin and all that kind of stuff, that can cause GERD. So this is a good way. If you want to get paid, this is how you do it. Prove your claim, use secondaries. They're there for this exact purpose. You have your back, you're like, wow, my back should be rated higher. I agree. File secondaries. File another 160% with the secondaries to make up for that back rating because they're not going to give them 100%.